All right, for this question, we are going to sketch these two angles in standard position. Now notice this doesn't say anything about degrees. So this is assumed radians. And same with this. This is not 4 degrees, doesn't have the degree symbol, doesn't have the word degrees written out. So this is also 4 radians. Okay, so I guess one of the main questions that students have early in the year is radians can be in terms of pi, usually in terms of pi, but they don't have to be. So let's start here. This would be where 0 radians is. If you know all the way around is 2 pi radians, then we're pretty close to our answer already. But between 0, not opening up at all, and 2 pi opening all the way up, we've got 1 pi over 2, 2 pi over 2, reduce, 3 pi over 2, 4 pi over 2, reduce. Now, I just was adding pi over 2. Half a pi, add another half a pi, add a half a pi, add a half a pi, and reducing my fractions where I could. So this is, you can think of this as 2 pi radians, but it's also like 4 pi over 2, like I just counted. 1 pi over 2, 2 pi over 2, 3 pi over 2, 4 pi over 2. And if you kept that going, you could go once more, and this gets you to 5 pi over 2. So pi over 2 and 5 pi over 2 are not the same angle, because pi over 2 only goes from here to here, whereas 5 pi over 2 goes all the way around first, and then it goes to here, but they end up being coterminal. So for a lot of our purposes, starts here, ends here. That's what 5 pi over 2 radians looks like. Okay, so if it's not in terms of pi, and notice how I did these in terms of pi, you can just think of these as decimals. 0 written as a decimal is still 0. Pi written as a decimal is about 3.14 approximately. And so 4 from here to here is 3.14, so 4 is a little bit more than that. So it's going to look, well, I guess I should be a little more accurate here. So instead of saying 3 pi over 2, let's get the decimal for that. All right, so my calculator is showing me that that's about 4.71. 4.71. Okay, so let's see. If I want 4, that would be 0.86 more than this, 0.71 less than that. So a little bit past halfway in here. So this makes it just a tiny bit more accurate.